First, Hugh struck up a friendship with some of the women who were in part of the Charles Manson cult. I knew Sharon Tate. I had interviewed her. Some are in prison for murder. How did you get involved with this?
Well, we weren't having lunch at La Scala in Beverly Hills, nor was I at the ranch. I went to the California State Prison for Women at Frontera to speak on Career Day. And they put me in an auditorium, and they felt that I was very uplifting to the inmates. And the warden came to me afterwards and said, would you mind, there's some special prisoners that I would like you to say hello to. They have their own area. Would you mind? And I said, no, of course not. And then as I'm starting to walk there, he says to me, it's the Manson Girls. And so I stopped literally dead in my tracks, and I go, I won't do that. They killed Sharon Tate. I won't do that. And then the reporter in me said, are you kidding? You alone with the Manson Girls? So I wanted to do it. And when I walked into the cell, they had it looked like a bungalow. They had their own bungalow. The whole thing was covered in wire, so they couldn't get out anywhere except the little circle where they walked around. But they each had individual cells, television sets.
I interviewed the one who should be released.
That's Leslie Van Houten, and that's what I'm going to say, too. I walked...
Why does she stay?
It's ridiculous. I walked in the room there, and there is Leslie Van Houten in a tennis sweater, jeans, and Gucci loafers, looking like a young Mary Tyler Moore. And I went, hello. And she was nice. And then I met Susan Atkins, the one who did most of the killing. She actually is the one, never mind, it's too gruesome. I looked at Susan Atkins' eyes and I said, she's gonna kill me right now. That was the craziest person I've ever seen. I've never been as frightened. She looked like she was gonna just slice me right there.
Wow.
And I looked around for guards, and of course I didn't see any. Then I met Patricia Krenwinkel, who was kind of evil looking then, but through the years she's mellowed. But Leslie Van Houten, the one they call the prom queen, she was just a kid whose parents didn't pay attention to her, the typical runaway.
She's admired by the warden, everybody in the prison.
She has 3 college degrees.
Yeah.
She helps all the people there. She didn't kill Sharon Tate. Sharon Tate's family keeps saying, keep Leslie Van Houten in prison. She didn't have anything to do with your family. I guess I feel strongly.
There's a new Charles Manson movie coming.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on our continued fascination with him?
I think because he killed people in Hollywood, that it keeps all of that alive. Hollywood lore keeps going and going. And when that happened, those murders happened on that night, phones were, I'm sure you experienced it, phones were going like crazy and people were locking their doors and calling security. The entire town of Hollywood was terrified.
Never miss a beat. Subscribe to Larry King now and watch new episodes every day.